Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, we are on a reaving and we're in this kind of like war against the tyranny of King Lancel VI of the Rock, which I believe means that if this war goes through, he will lose his land to Prince Roland, his heir. Which be interesting to see. So, okay. Magister Luco of Pentos accepted King Baron of Westeros' peace offer. So the city of Muret and Baron of Westeros won. At age 59, Lord Mailer of Stonebridge died bedridden and infirm. Don't know why we know anything about him. Must be related to somebody. Like one of the courtiers maybe? I don't know. Alan Sigwart has been released from King Baron of Westeros' dungeons. Westeros seems to be kind of firming up. Lord Daemar the Wise founded the Lord Daemar for Westeros faction. His heir is Maekar, who is currently in our courts and will probably leave our court if Daemar dies. Most thought Grey Worm's raid upon the village would be simple, but those men who so were more hardy than we thought. Our Ironborn managed to make a beachhead, but were fought back. We have failed to claim our arm price today. We shall be back. Yes. Horton accepted King Lancel VI of the Rock's peace offer, so that's the peasant revolt is over. How's the Reach doing in its war? It's kind of the same for the Emancipation War. King Hammond Crowkiller. Oh, there's a war for the Night's Watch. I guess we need to set we need to remember to set the Lord Commander. Oh no, we don't set the Lord Commander special interest because we get spammed by events. That's the same with the Beyond the Wall people. Okay. So the Reach are in this war, and it appears to be going in favour of the Beyond the Wall people, and there's Peasant Revolt. Aldoran is also in two wars, but it looks like they're going to lose the war for the coast of Spotswood to Tyrosh, and they're probably going to lose the Reach war if the Reach can actually get their men together. Peasant Revolt is ended, King Tommen of the Reach won. After a hard day's reaving, the men are having a strong drink whilst we rest at anchor. Another reaver is bragging of the many he has killed this day and how he is the boldest of the Ironborn here. My companions think I should challenge him to a finger dance to prove otherwise. I am the boldest, I will challenge him. Despite all his bravado, Grey Worm has proved himself a craven. He backed down from your challenge to a finger dance. I am a true but Ironborn. Okay. Could just be that he's sensible, but craven, sensible, same thing. My lord, I, Prince Robin Arryn, request the right to take the Black and guard the realms of men as a sworn brother of the Night's Watch. I don't think so. You have a purpose yet, or I give you leave to go. Good luck. I'm gonna go for you have a purpose yet, as the person who created them said that his goal was to take back the Vale, so we'll try and push that towards where it should be. Grey Worm's decision to attack a merchant fleet was sound. The fleet was fairly well defended. We lost a few men seizing their ships as well as taking some damage to our longships, but in the end no one can resist our Ironborn Reavers, and much cargo as well as many captives were taken. Fantastic. Right. And we'll continue being in this war. It looks like it's actually almost done. The war against the tyranny of King Lancel VI of the Rock lost? Wait, lost? How did it lose? Oh, King Lancel of the Rock lost. I don't know why I just read lost. I was like, oh, we lost, but no, we didn't. King Roland of the Rock is now in charge, and his educator is Mole Merlin. Interesting, an Ironborn educator. We'll see how that goes. That could definitely be interesting, and his heir is Sir Lancel Lannister. Right, and age 58, Lord Rhaegar of Stonebridge died. My lord, Lancel Lannister has been defeated. His reign of misrule has come to an end. And stability has been brought to Castle Rock. King Roland Lannister, his heir, shall henceforth rule the Rock as your king. Signed, Lord Florian of House Lefford. Okay. Yeah, I like the way it just says okay. Like, sure, whatever. I would like to get more land, but we keep using our troops. And we have quite a lot to regain. All hail his grace King Roland of House Lannister, King of Salton Rock, son of the Sea Wind, Lord Reaper of Castle Rock, and Protector of the Iron Isles. Curse his name. Lord Mataris of Stonebridge declared Lord Mataris of Stonebridge's war for the Rose Road on Lady Selise of the Rose Road. So the Celtigars are trying to get the Rose Road from the Gardeners. Okay. 7 weak claims can be pressed. So we have the High Lordship of Hornvale for Garth's Gold Wine. We have the Kingdom of the Rock for Lend Lydden. We also have Stone Tree, which is our claim on him, if we want to do it that way. Kingdom of the Iron Isles, Lordship of Sealskin Point. I don't know why that was even a thing. My problem there. High Lordship of the Seastone Isles, High Lordship of Blackwater Bay, or the High Lordship of Summerfield. Cool. We are at rest after much plunder and raping, and it showed I'm clearly the most daring of the Ironborn, who can kill, plunder, and drink the most. Meldred Serpentale disagrees, however, and challenges me to a finger dance to prove my manliness. Well, obviously I'll accept. After I accepted his challenge, Meldred Serpentale and I had a fine finger dance. We both artfully dodged and bravely caught many an axe, and only suffered trifling injuries. All agreed it was a good lark. We did not become wounded or maimed. Good. Right. Hagen of Harlas founded this elective succession in the Rock faction. Interesting. Wonder if he thinks he can get in charge. If he does, I wonder if we could get in charge. That'd be nice. People being released from dungeons. There are some favours in Dorne. Grey Worm fearlessly decided to attack a merchant flotilla as the enemy crews were no match for the Ironborn. We sank their poorly manned escort, seized their cargo, and slew or took captive many men. This is why we follow the old way. Good. That was a good success. The pillaging and looting undertaking your name has earned you a reputation as a fearsome Ironborn raider. All on the coast of Westeros, mothers tucking their children for the night, warn unless they behave, the terrible Adric, scourge of the seas, will come ashore for his undead warriors and eat them. We gain the trait Reaver. Good. Good. Fantastic. My steward informs me my concubine Fuliata is with child. That'd be our 5th child. Yes. Money has been disappearing from the treasury. I suspect my regent Asher, but there's no proof. It's not good. Grey Worm's reaving has come to an end. We have returned from across the narrow sea after gaining much plunder and capturing many salt wives. We are true Ironborn, so Grey's opinion of us went up. Our regency is over, and we have important decisions. We can go on another reaving. Sure, this is reaving time. We haven't been to Slaver's Bay yet. Let's go to Slaver's Bay. See how it goes. My liege, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I've discovered a plot where Master Sargon of Hardenhill seeks to replace Ginner Marring as Castilian. Don't care. Could not care less. Alright. Let's see how our reaving goes. I enjoy going on reavings when we don't die. Hagen Serpentale is now known as the Munificent. The men are ready, the longships prepared. Now we begin our journey across the narrow sea to pay the iron price. So Adric, Grey is coming along again, Meldred's coming, as is Balin Pike. My liege, peace be with you. I've been appointed as your regent. Asher again. King Roland of the Rock has folded to the demands of the faction for Lord Cerridon of Great Rick as ruler of the... Wait, okay. King Roland of the Rock has folded to the demands of the faction for Lord Cerridon of Great Rick as ruler of the Rock. I see. But the Iron Isles is actually... Okay. Okay, so the Rock, which is now controlled from here, from Blacktide, is controlled by King Cerridon II. And he controls all of this. However, the Iron Isles is controlled by King Roland still, which is what we're under. Well, that is definitely interesting. Because all of this is the Iron Isles, and this is the Kingdom Empire of the Iron Isles, I think. And this is... You're still a vassal. Yes, you're still a vassal. But you're also an Emperor level title. Yes. Cool. I was just checking because the kingdom can be used for multiple things for the same meaning in this mod. Lord Harlan of Pike has founded the elective succession in the Iron Isles faction. Cool. After a hard day's reaving and much drink, the Ironborn were in high spirits when Balin Goldwine challenged Meldred Serpentale to a finger dance. It was a fine spectacle. They both artfully dodged and caught many an axe, only suffering trifling injuries. All agreed it was a fine lark, like true Ironborn. Yes. One child lacks a childhood focus. Our daughter needs a childhood focus. How about etiquette? That seems roughly where we want it to be. Go with that. There's a Liege Loyalist faction now. Ironborn longships cut through the water swift and sure, hence we have successfully pursued a small merchant fleet. If we were to attack and pay our iron price for the cargo, we would gain much more. Of course we'll attack. The enemy crews were no match for the Ironborn. We sank their poorly manned escorts, seized their cargo, and slew or took captive many men. This is why we follow the old way. Wow, that was a lot of good stuff we got there. Level of education for our son. We will of course spend the highest that we can, and we don't we have to choose the next thing for him? Education focus cannot be changed when set. There we go. Now we have to choose an education focus for him. I guess we would choose Marshall, because that's who we've sent him to be educated by. Sent him to be educated by our Commander Havian friend. But he has no talent for Marshall. He's really not very good at it. Now, of course, we could give him the education, which would make him better at it. We could give him diplomatic education, diplomacy, and statesmanship. As we'll give him Marshall anyway, because it's kind of the Ironborn thing. Yeah. And we did send him off to learn how to do it. Andrew Stark is now known as the Mad. But yeah, we sent him off to learn how to be a better fighter. So I guess if we didn't choose that, that'd be a bit weird. Meribald of the West March usurped the lordship of Hornhill from Lady Marjorie the Unfaithful. So Tarly is taking Hornhill from the Osgreys. Okay. And more reaving talk? You create the High Lordship of the Red Lake. Cool. A scout has spied the coastal fishing village. He says there is much plunder and many women to be found there. Let the reaving begin. The fight was hard fought and a few of our men were lost, but none can withstand the might of the Ironborn. We reclaimed our iron price today, winning plunder from these weak people. Lots of people like us, and we got a ton of stuff. Very nice. We're almost at positive prestige, which is a change. Lord Hiron of Pike has declared the Iron Islander civil war for elective monarchy on King Roland of the Iron Isles, which we are in this faction. So, how many men do you have? 10,000 against King Roland, who has 14,000. He might win. Cattle has been mysteriously disappearing from herds all throughout my land. Luckily, my bailiff has found the rustlers. The cattle has been returned, no sanction needed. Thievery is punished by cutting off the hands. Another day I would have spared their lives, not today. The coldest, darkest cell is reserved for scum like these. Thievery is punished by cutting off the hands. Well, I mean, that is what it's punished by, so we will do it. A daughter was born to Lord Adric of Harlow Hill and Fuliata named Ryla. Okay. One of my salt wives has produced a new whelp. Ryla will be considered my legitimate child. Will be considered my legitimate child, but the salt daughter may only inherit when I have no trueborn sons by my rock wife. Okay. A child lacks a childhood focus. Vikrin. Vikrin is definitely going to... Well, let's maybe we'll let our concubine do it. I guess she doesn't really have anything special. Vikrin, we will educate you in struggle, left to his own devices and competing with other children, maybe. Etiquette, not really. Humility, I don't know. Duty? Duty seems like an alright one, actually. Focusing on duty and diligence. Seems alright. That seems kind of what we'd want him to do. That's some armies from the Iron Isles. Oh, game not crash. Game's alright. Game's alright. It almost crashed, but that's fine. A couple of household knights are practicing. The cold-blooded Destrier and the warm-blooded Charger amble towards each other. The riders preparing to crush their lances against each other. I watch the Destrier crash to the ground with its rider crushed beneath them. Good fight. Are they deliberately trying to kill themselves, or let my doctor take a look at them? We're diligent. Let our doctor take a look at them. We're now charitable. I have a lot of things and give my surplus to others. This is a good deed. I've gained a charitable trait. Oh, okay. I guess we might change our drowned man to perform charity instead of conversion, which he's been doing for a long time. Ooh, that army's about to disappear. That's not going to go well for him. Men were enjoying many a hard drink after the good day's reaving when Grey Worm challenged Mildred Serpentale, who was boasting of his reaving exploits, to a finger dance. Grey was clearly the better of the two. He caught and dodged axes most ably. Mildred eventually submitted after losing a few fingers. That was a good contest. How many men do you have left now, Pike? Still 10,000. Fair enough. Fair enough. If they had less, I may consider declaring war on them, but they still have 10,000. It's alright. Do we have any packs? We have a thing for a spouse, but yeah, we have no alliances. Ironborn longships cut through the water swift and sure, hence we have successfully pursued a small merchant fleet. If we were to attack and pay our iron price for the cargo, we would gain much more. Let's attack. Can we gain a alliance with our kin, like with Josran? We could form an alliance with Josran. He would say no, though. How about with our liege? No. Okay. The fleet was fairly well defended. We lost a few men seizing their ships while taking some damage to our longships, but in the end no one can resist our Ironborn Reavers, and much cargo as well as many captives were taken. Cool. During the attack, Grey Worm was wounded by an enemy fighter, but like a true Ironborn, he was chosen to stay with our band of Reavers. Good man, he's actually maimed. That might be the end of him. Oh, there's the Lannister army dying. Ironborn longships cut through the water swift and sure, hence we have successfully pursued a small merchant fleet. If we attack and pay our iron price for the cargo, we gain much more. Attack, obviously. The attack on the enemy flotilla was a disaster. The warships were too well armed and well manned, and we lost many men and longships trying to board their vessels. This makes us look like poor Ironborn indeed. We'll fight back. During the attack, Mildred Serpentale was wounded by an enemy fighter, but like a true Ironborn, he's chosen to stay with the band of Reavers. Ah, he's wounded. Good man. Yes. Arian Gale Venice is calling in favours. Interesting. Wonder what he's calling him in the favours for. My liege, my mission to Lannisport has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Lord Hagen the Munificent, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. He sends his regards, your humble Justicar, Lord Cotter. Well, fantastic. Glad he likes us a little bit more. We're still trying to become friends with him. Travelers bring rumours of fire and blood. They say dragons live once more, and that Aegor Sundlass now runs Duskfire into battle. Oh, okay. Sundlasses have multiple dragons now. That's a very large Lannister army. At age 41, Quario died under suspicious circumstances. He was the father of Gargon. King Carrion of the Rock has... That's not the Rock I want to be looking at. Oh, the Rock has joined. Ah, I see. The Rock joined the Iron Isles, like they called them in, due to cultural bonds. Okay, so that's what's going wrong there. Ironborn longships cut through the water swift and sure, hence we have successfully pursued a small merchant fleet. If we were to attack and pay our iron price for the cargo, we would gain much more. Of course we'll attack. The reaving party has been roving the coast, but a local patrol has spotted us and is attacking. Being Ironborn, we shall of course meet this challenge, but the leader of their band stands before me with but one thought: to kill me. Well, of course we will charge. You and Rhaegon slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scan them for any sign of weakness, any openings in his defense that you could possibly exploit. So, Rhaegon of Vas Tolororo. He is a skilled commander, poor fighter, chase, proud and wrath. He is a dual skill multiplier of 2. We have a dual skill multiplier of 4, due to being a trained fighter. Well, one mistake is all he'll get. He has no match for my might, or he'll not even manage to touch me. Well, I think we'll go for one mistake is all he'll get. You allow, because we're patient, that kind of makes sense. You allow Rhaegon to take the initiative, patiently holding your ground while parrying his strikes. You wait until he seems tired, leaving a hole in his defense. You strike. You easily break through Rhaegon's guard, knock him to the ground. He lies sprawled at your feet, completely at mercy. You strike, but Rhaegon rolls to the side. Wounded, but very much still alive, he rises to his feet and readies his weapon once again. Why won't you just die? It says he's wounded, but he's not actually wounded. Okay. In the midst of battle, you and Rhaegon circle each other, tense and focused. Raging scene around you seems to slow down as you scan for any sign of weakness, any opening is the defense that you could possibly exploit. We'll wait again. We'll be patient. You and Rhaegon engage. You slip up, leaving an opening in defense. Rhaegon tries to strike and take advantage. Rhaegan overwhelms your defense, so if a mighty blow sends you sprawling to the ground, you look up with him towering above you, ready to deliver the finishing blow. What is dead may never die. We dodge the final blow. Rhaegan strikes, but you roll to the side just in time, taking no more than a flesh wound. You force yourself back to your feet and hold your weapon ready. It's only 50% chance of being wounded. We did not get wounded. We circle each other. This time we'll try and stay out of his reach. We'll try and stop him touching us. You allow Rhaegan to take the initiative, pacefully holding your ground while parrying his strikes. You wait until he seems tired, leaving a hole in his defense. He tries to fight back, but you force your way through, easily overpowering his pathetic defense. You strike for his heart with all your might. Die. We have won. Rhaegan crumbles to the ground, lifeless. You wipe his blood from your weapon. The deed is done. He is dead. Valor Magulus. Fantastic. He lies defeated. We have won. The enemy crews were no match for the Ironborn. We sank their poorly manned escorts. Their cargo slew or took captive many men. This is why we follow the old way. Fantastic, and that puts us in positive prestige. Sabrina Tarly is dead. She was the mother of Daenerys Tarly, married to Aegor Celtigar. Okay. And we have pretty much finished what we've done there. I've fallen to the temptations of slothfulness. There are things I've neglected in my castle, things I should have done, but I postponed them. May the drowned god help me. Oh wow, he got another 12,000 men from somewhere. That's a bit odd. Oh, there's two armies together, but still a bit odd. Oh, he actually won this battle. Oh, okay. The reaving has come to an end. We returned from across the seas. After buying the old way of reaving and pillaging like true Ironborn, we gain much respect for our daring and ambition. We're a true Ironborn. We get a lot of people liking us. The Regency has ended. And I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.